Hello there. We're about to enter the highway / freeway. I'm at the side of the road, so I'm going to be leaving. So the car is on. Now I put my signal on to the left. Get rid of my parking brake. Place the gear selected to drive. And check. And then I get onto the highway. Okay.
In 500 meters, merge onto Ontario 400 South.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my GPS to take me to where I need to go. Okay, now this is called the acceleration lane, whereas I have to build my speed up to 100 because we have to get over there onto the freeway. So I signal to the left, and notice there's a sign
400 South for 34
suggests that this lane ends, so I have to get over. So I signal, check, and move over. Okay, as I stated in all my previous videos while driving on the freeway, I do not drive with one hand. I don't hold my wheel like this, or like this, or like this, or like that. If there was no one on the freeway, then I guess I'd just drive with one hand. But when you have traffic in all this, you have 3 lanes going in the same direction. Some crazy person could decide to make an erratic move, and if I'm just holding with one hand, I could be scared and oversteer, and then I'm in trouble. So the best thing is to hold it at 9 and 3. That way I have total control. Now this truck here, he's slowing down. The speed is 100 and I'm doing 100, but I don't want to be stuck behind. Oh, he's gonna move over. Okay, and that's because of construction ahead. So I'm gonna signal, mirror, blind spot, and I accelerate to get over to the next lane. And cancel the signal. Okay. Alright, so I'm driving at 100 and there's nothing to report. Everything looks normal. So we just keep on driving and see what happens. Notice I'm driving at 100 and cars are just whipping by me. But that's okay. Now if I had vehicles behind me and they're close to me, then I'll speed up. That means I'll be driving over the limit and breaking the law, but the idea is that you should keep up with traffic. I don't want to be sitting there doing 100 when these guys are doing 120. I'm not saying I should get up to 120 also, but what I could do is just signal check and move to the right where maybe it's a little bit slower. Then I would not be breaking the law. So right now I'm doing like 105. That's not too bad, and there's no one close to me from the rear. So I'm good. Now if my video stops abruptly, please give me subscribe anyway, because I'm sure you're getting a few tips that's gonna be helpful to you. So I'll just keep on making this video and see busy. And again, notice I'm holding the wheel properly at 9 and 3. Alright, there's a big tractor trailer behind me. I don't know if you can see it when I look in my rearview mirror. But he's not that close anyway, so I'll just keep on driving at 100. I'm in the center lane. Got 3 lanes, 1, 2, 3. I'm in this one. Whoa. I'm doing 120. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I better pass this truck. I don't like to sit in their blind spot because they could move over at any moment suddenly, and I would be history. Okay. Okay, I'm steady at 100, but notice this car is right beside me.
There are police reported ahead.
Did you hear that? GPS just warned me. There's a police ahead. And of course it would be radar. So I better get back to 100. Now it's so tempting to be driving with one hand. Very, very tempting. But like I said, once I have traffic around me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hold it properly at the 9 and 3 position. Now we have 4 lanes going in the same direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the 4th lane should only be used by drivers when they have at least 2 passengers. So the driver and 1 passenger, that's 2. So you can be in the 4th lane. Now if the police officer catches you in that lane with just you, the driver, and the car, then of course you're gonna get a nice ticket. Watch this guy here. Can't trust them. Sometimes you just have to beep at them because they just check once and they come over, and then they run into the side of your car, and you're doing 100. That's gonna be a disaster. Okay. I think I'll be moving to the right lane because cars are close to me from the rear. So I don't want to be holding them up. So I signal to the right, mirror, shoulder, and I accelerate to get into the lane. Cancel the signal. Look straight ahead. And remember, when driving, do not practice to drive and look down in front of your car. Look out, way down the road. They call that getting the big picture. Meaning, you can see in time whatever is going on. So let's say there's a crash in front of you. At least I'm way back. I'll be able to see it and then take action. Maybe it's by doing a lane change to the left, or if I can make a lane change to the left, I can slow down instead of me crashing into that collision. Okay, this is a smooth ride into Toronto. Traffic is quite good. We're moving along, but most of them are breaking the law. And I don't want to follow them. That's why I'm in the slow lane, or the slower lane to the right. I don't want to be over there because nobody's driving at 100. They're doing 120 at least. So I don't want to be caught speeding. Okay, there's no one close to me. Oh, I was just about to say there's no one close to me, so I'm going to move to the left. But notice that tractor trailer, they moved to the left. And I think he did that because he realized that that truck there, they're coming over. So he wanted to make space for them to come over. That's a sign of a good driver. Okay, I'm gonna do a lane change to the left. Signal left, mirror, shoulder, accelerate. And I'm gonna take one more. No, I can't. There's a truck on my tail. Okay, so I cancel my signal. Just watching these videos, the driving buddy driving test videos, should help you to be a safe and conscientious driver. And also, if you're going for a driving test, remember, they're gonna test it. For you to get your full license, you'll be tested on the highway, or I should say freeway, at 100 kilometers an hour. It might be a brief test, but nevertheless, you have to be able to handle going onto the highway and exiting the highway in a safe manner. So this is good. And of course, things happen on the freeway or highway unexpectedly. You don't expect it to happen, but it does happen. So that's why making these videos are helpful for beginners and experienced drivers also, because a lot of people are driving cars and they have a license but they're not following the rules of the road. So just sitting down and watching a video like this can give you a few tips, and that's the whole idea of this video, to give you tips on driving on the highway / freeway. Okay, now I need to be at 100 and I'm barely, because these guys are not moving, so I'm gonna take a lane change to the left. So I signal left, mirror, shoulder, and I accelerate to get over there and cancel my signal. notice I'm passing that car, but I actually drove a bit close to the white line, simply because he was driving basically on the white line. So it's a possibility we could collide. So since no one was beside me, then I moved over a little bit, just in case. And another thing to remember is, if you find yourself beside another vehicle, whether it be a car or a tractor trailer, always try to stay behind or beyond. Don't practice to sit beside other vehicles, because you're in their blind spot, and if they make a move, you're in trouble. Well, they're in trouble too, but you don't want to crash, so play it safe. Okay, tractor trailer in front of me, I don't want to get stuck behind him, so I'm going to do a lane change. Signal left, mirror, accelerate to get over to this lane. So I'm in the passing lane now. And guess what? I'm doing 115, not intentionally, but these things happen, because if I don't accelerate, then a car in this lane behind me, they could decide to be nasty and they accelerate and run into me, and then if they have like a dash cam or something, it would prove that I pulled out in front of them. So the routine I use with my students is run for your life. So you're there, you're here, you want to go there, signal, check, hit it, punch it, you know. Same thing, if you're there and you want to come here, don't play around, step on it, get out of the way.